So you're going to be doing this marching band thing over the summer where you tour the country, sleep on gym floors, rehearse in the hot sun, and perform for thousands of people.
Yes, sir.
And you're asking me for my help with your dues, which are, kind of expensive.
That is correct, sir. I could really use your help.
I'm writing you a check for $3,000, kid. Go have the summer of your life.
So, a fundraising video has probably been one of my most requested videos of all time. And honestly, I wasn't really sure where to start with it or how to go about it because over the past seasons, my money situations have been kind of weird. For my first 2 seasons, I had a pretty good amount of leftover scholarship money from college, so I was basically able to pay off my tuition fees in full. For my last 2 seasons, I wasn't in school, but that's when I started making videos. So I was able to pay off most, if not all of my fees through YouTube, donations, selling wristbands, and a job I was working. And I definitely realized not everyone can do that. But I am going to try my best to give you the best ways to fundraise for your drum corps fees or indoor or WGI fees. So there are a couple of ways to get the money you need for marching aside from teaching, jobs, gigs, and stuff like that. A lot of corps offer scholarships for their members. Just like scholarships for school, chances are you need to show them why you're deserving of it somehow. Maybe in the form of a written essay or something like that. These are usually based off of necessity and merit, and they also may have some other specific qualifications. If your corps offers scholarships, I definitely recommend going for it. Even if you think you might not get it, you absolutely won't get it if you don't try at all. Another way you can raise your dues is through sponsorships. What are sponsorships? How do those work? Basically, you're formally asking a person or business to help you out with your dues. People you can ask are alumni, band directors, teachers or principals, family or friends of family, and business owners. When it comes to this, your best bet is to ask people that you have some kind of tie to rather than complete strangers. You can ask complete strangers, but you're really not guaranteed to have a lot of luck. Now, how do you ask these people? Like a good neighbor sponsor is there with donations? Not quite. The best way to get in contact with these people is through an actual formal letter. Things to include in this letter: introduce yourself, tell them where you go to school, how you're involved with music or performing. Tell them a little bit about drum corps, what it is, a brief history. If they're an alumni, obviously you can skip this or make it short. Tell them about your corps and what this opportunity means to you and its benefits. Good thing to include is how it's a prestigious activity and only a handful of people get to participate. Tell them what their donation would go to specifically, how much you need in total for the summer, and how much you're asking from them. Include any contact information you think is important. If they're able to help you out, great. Be sure to write them a thank you letter. That's really important. If they don't get back to you or it's a no, don't give up. Thank them for their time, try someone else. If you're writing a letter to an alumni, it's probably going to be a bit easier. They may not be able to donate a lot, but they are more likely to donate since they know what the activity is and they know how much it costs. And of course, there's the way we're all familiar with: online fundraising, i.e. GoFundMe. This is what I see people using the most often, as in like 75 or 80% of all drum corps marchers. And because everyone and their mom has a GoFundMe, it unfortunately makes people less and less likely to actually donate. I've seen some people get flack for using it and asking for donations all over social media, but I will say this: there are effective ways to use it. First of all, just posting it as a Facebook status, a tweet, a Tumblr post can help you out, but it does not guarantee anything. Mainly because everyone just expects someone else to donate. Sometimes you have to ask people directly if they can help you out. Kind of like with sponsorships, you can ask your family, friends of family, and teachers to check out your GoFundMe and help you out. It actually can work a little bit better if it's someone you're closer with, seeing as you friends with them on Facebook or whatever. GoFundMe is pretty cool because you can easily monitor your progress and set goals and checkpoints for donations, so you can match them with any specific payments you need to make for your corps. Now really quick, I'm going to give you some do's and don'ts for online fundraising. Or rather, don'ts and do's. Get it, do's? Don't make a GoFundMe saying, "Help me march,"
insert specific ensemble here,
when you haven't received or signed a contract yet. If you haven't even auditioned yet. If you need to raise money for camps and audition fees, label it like that. Help me audition for whatever corps. Or just help me audition for drum corps, simple enough. And don't completely expect to raise 100% of your dues through it. Okay, now do. Clearly explain drum corps in the description of your GoFundMe and why you want to march. Post some videos, maybe make a video of yourself explaining everything so people can actually see you. Ask for maybe half or 3/4 of what your total dues are going to be and say that you're going to raise the rest yourself. It shows people that you're really working hard to make it happen. Keep in mind it does take a small percentage out of every donation you get, but for me personally, I've found the benefits outweigh that negative. But if you really don't want to, another easy way to get online donations is just through PayPal. You can have people transfer money to your account and go straight to your bank account, no fees or anything. Just make sure you don't accidentally spend that money on anything. One last way to raise tour fees is one that I've actually seen a lot of lately, and it's actually pretty effective. That's selling some sort of product to raise your dues. I've seen people sell bracelets, wristbands, paintings, t-shirts, other handmade crafts, even bake sales. The reason this is effective is because you're giving people a product in exchange for their donation, making them more likely to donate since they're getting something out of it. And the best thing you can do for this is to be creative. The more creative, the better. Also make sure you price your items in a way that cover the expenses it takes to make them, possibly ship them out, and so you still have some money that can go towards your fees. And some super simple things you can do. Think before you buy something that isn't a necessity. Do you want that, or do you want to march? If you have a birthday coming up or there's a holiday coming up, just ask for donations as a present. Essentially, just think of the money you normally spend on yourself and how it could be used to march instead. And I think that's everything. Actually, one last thing. Unless you are in a really dire situation, money does not have to be an excuse to not march. As long as you are willing to put the work in, you can make it happen. Yep, that's about it. Thanks for checking out this video, guys. I hope it's been helpful to a lot of you. I want to give a big congratulations to everyone who's received a contract for the 2015 DCI season. You guys are in for an awesome summer. Vets, if you have any donation tips, leave them in a comment. I'm going to try to get Open Class in 2 Minutes out within the next month. I can't guarantee it, but I'm going to try. I also have some other fun videos and guides coming out, so keep an eye out for those. Speaking of fundraising, if you'd like to buy a JD Funko wristband, the link to my online store is in the description. Wristbands are $5 each, shipping included. The money goes straight to my WGI age-out fees. Or if you'd like to make a direct donation, my GoFundMe link is also in the description. Fun fact, there's about 13,000 of you guys. If just 1/10 of you guys donated $1, just $1, 4/4, I would have my fees totally paid off. But any donation helps a lot and it's really, really appreciated. Hope everyone's had a great New Year's. I will see you guys later. JD Fun Corps, subscribe.